Greetings everyone, Lily Farm Guy here with a zinger of a mod for Friday, August the 5th. And this is Field Products Factory by FarmerJeb, apparently his first mod on ModHub. Very nice. It is only 5.12 megabytes to download, which is fantastic. 17 slots, which is not too bad for what you get, because this is something we've seen a couple of mods similar to this, so it's not totally unique, but it still is really good because of a number of reasons, and we will go through them as best as I can. Now, first of all, yes, 17 slots on console, 5.12 megabytes. It is, you will find it under Productions and Factories, and it's going to be pretty close to, oh, we passed it, there it is. There it is, Field Products Factories. So, as you can see down there, lots of products can go in. What comes out is TMR, manure, hay, fertilizer, and silage. Now, I do believe well, let's see here. You can place it anywhere, like so. Spins around on the silo-looking part of it. It's pretty basic as far as that goes. Product goes in here, and products come out here, the produced products. Now, I didn't check to see if I could pull out the stuff that I put in. We'll check that in a moment. However, as I said, turning straw into fertilizer, as I believe I'm going to tag this on the thumbnail, and we will show you how to do that. So, Field Products Factory. So we have the recipes to our left. Hey, we could make silage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways using potatoes, grass, chaff, sugar beet cut, and non-cut sugar beet. And for the most part, the recipes are all the same. Sugar beet cut is 2,000. And the rest are 1,500. We can make manure, and here's the twist here. So straw and water add up to 1,500 manure. So you're not losing any product. None of these recipes do you lose. Well, except for we'll get to that. But none of the top ones we've seen so far do you lose products, so that's good. TMR from hay and silage only. That's pretty good. No mineral feed required, and it's all 864 cycles a month. So we're going to test that to see where you're at with that. Oh yes, it's $100,000 to place it too. If you missed that, I missed saying it, but that is what it's at. You can also use forage, chaff, and water to make TMR, which is interesting. I haven't seen that before. So if you have forage, you can probably easily make forage in a mixer by mixing. Put a little bit of hay and mostly straw, and I think you end up with forage in a mixing wagon. So here comes to do the nitty-gritty. Fertilizer from digestate, which is dried down. For digestate, you can dry it down so you lose about half. But there's a recipe there. And here it is, manure to fertilizer, dry fertilizer, 3,000 manure to 1,500 fertilizer. And thus, you can turn straw. Where is it? You can make manure from straw and water and then make solid fertilizer. So there you have it. Now, capacities. In the description, capacities are water and forage, 880,000 liters. So here we got the water maxed out, and forage, we didn't put all the maximum. We didn't put the maximum amount of products in here because it would have taken me ages. So, but that's to illustrate. Everything else is 1.65 million, as we have up here, 1,650,000 liters. So a good chunk. That's you're probably not going to hit that on a regular farm. You might end up hitting that at some point. Straw, probably you might, if you have a few big fields, you might exceed 1.6 milliliters of straw. That isn't too hard to do. However, we got to test to see if it takes straw bales too. We got to test a few things still. We've got it in there. So bales. And and then the outgoing materials, here we got hay, silage, manure, TMR, and solid fertilizer. Now, what's interesting about this is you can produce some of your own materials that you need to make other stuff. Like I said, the manure to solid fertilizer. So we're going to turn a couple of these things on and kind of see where that all goes. But before that, one of the things I like to test is, say I've put too much grass in there and I need it for something else. Is this going to, because is it set up like a silo, or is it set up like something else? And lo and behold, look at that. Yes, yes, yes. I can take out product if I've put too much in there. Now that's a huge plus for me. If anyone has been used factories or that, and they've put in, say, too much product, and it's like, oh, I need a little bit of grass to feed my sheep or something like that, and I put it all into this factory. Well, worry no more. With this production facility, is you can pull out anything you put in. You can take it back out. That's huge bonus. Now let's see, because it doesn't produce a liquid, can we take the liquid back out too? Because it doesn't really specifically have a liquid trigger for outgoing materials. Let's get our help window on here. That would be helpful. And yes, indeed, look at that. You put too much digestate and you want to use some for fertilizing your whatever or water, no problem. Look at that. Of course, the ingoing materials, as you can see with the now, you're not going to get in here with a tractor with duals, singles, or as you see here with a semi-truck and trailer. As for tipping, there is quite a bit of room here to tip in. You shouldn't have a problem with collisions, as the trigger is fairly accessible. Depending on how you do it, you might have a bit of an issue, but it should be okay. Now, it also notes that let's turn on the grass to hay. Now it says, there it is. See that? The vents, when you have it turn it on and the factory's running, these vents start spinning. That's cool. And it says it depends on what you are doing and what time of day it spins faster or slower. So that's pretty cool. Right. So in one thing before I forget, in the description, right at the end, it says, right after it says the two ventilators are animated, it says, contact your local licensed lizard dealer for more information or to schedule a product demonstration. Be sure to ask about finance options. Oh dear, that's a nice little bit of funny at the end there, along with a lot of information on the product, on the description. So if you have any other questions I might have missed, you check it out. All right, now, how fast is this? So we got hay making straw or grass making hay. So we got lots of grass. We're making hay. So it's going to pop into here. We already get 584 liters. And so as we got, and we got some here. So it's going to be going in both. Now, I can use that hay to make TMR. Not right away. If I turn this on, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be, but we can try it because we do got a little bit of hay. So we can turn those both on and see. It's going to suck up the hay. Oh yeah, it's gonna need more hay. It's gonna say, no, I don't have any hay. I actually don't have any silage either yet because I haven't turned that on. Ha 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 ha. Right, so chaff. We got lots of chaff. I put in a whole bunch of chaff. So we're going to turn the silage and chaff on. Now, of course, if you have more of them turn on, potatoes, we do have some potatoes. Let's turn that on. And grass we're using to make hay, silage. So we're not going to use the grass to make silage right now. As you can see, hay and silage are already ramping up just as we're talking here. And manure, let's turn that on and see how much manure we can generate. And we should be able to have the TMR going now too. Yeah, and then we can run that and see what we end up with. So we got some stuff already. Hay, silage, manure, TMR. It's all running already. So once and let's turn on the manure one too, just to see if you just like, let's throw all that stuff in there and turn it on and see where it goes. So we're going to go have a little nap, and we're going to come back in the morning, and we're going to see what we end up with. So we'll see in a bit. Okay, everyone. Well, I'm a bit speechless. In a word, wow. Okay, before we look at the results, which astonish me, as a matter of fact, and not a lot does that, to be quite honest. I don't actually get surprised by mods anymore much, but we're going to see. Whoa, is it going to take straw in bales? No. So, no bales. It's that info for the yeah, that's going a little bit crazy with the the field production info. Yeah, it's bales, no grass bales, no straw bales. Well, if I could say there's one thing I'm a bit disappointed with, it's that. However, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so no bales. Too bad. I wish it'd take bales, because sometimes, well, most times, if I'm collecting straw, I collect it in bales, and then, so you're gonna have to convert the bales into loose product somehow. But anyways, minor negative point, which is far outweighed by the positives on this, and because, okay, here we go. You ready for this? Let's show the factory, not wrong button, factory. And here we are. So the potatoes have ran out. Okay, that's not a surprise. And if we go to the top here, just for now, it's nearly ran out. So it's used 1.3 billion liters of grass in one sleep. Potatoes are gone. The chaff is almost gone. Straw is used 1 million liters of straw. Water's down by half. It has produced, well, this is how much in storage. It has produced way more hay than this, because the hay, remember, we're using for TMR. Silage, we have produced. This is the silage that's been produced and that has still being stored, not being made into TMR, because, well, we'll show you. Forage is quite a bit there. This is how much, we put digestate in, and the manure is being used up fast, because here we go. Well, there's a hay in the silage, manure, TMR, so it maxed out. overnight. It made more TMR than it can store. 1.6 million liters, 1.65, 1,650,000 liters of TMR in one night. Well, 1 month, one sleep, 1 month. But that's still astounding. That's faster than any other TMR production that I know of. And it could have produced well more than that if it had more room. And the solid fertilizer, oh my goodness, look at that. More solid fertilizer than you could ever be able to use for sure. So, yeah, wow. One last thing is let's just see how fast it loads. Because that's probably the last test is how fast does it load product? Because we've made TMR now, so how fast will it fill this trailer? And not too bad. We've had another mixer that fills faster than this, but again, it's not dreadfully slow. So it's tolerable, as I said, compared to the amount of production you can get. And of course, for the solid fertilizer, you can set it all to sell if you want. You want this stuff to sell after it's being made. You can do that, especially the TMR or the solid fertilizer. Or you can, in the case of solid fertilizer, there's mods that make liquid fertilizer from solid fertilizer, or seed factories that use fertilizer. I mean, there's lots of things you can send them to as well. So, anyways, wow, that's quite the fantastic mod there. That is the Field Productions Field Product Factory by FarmerJeb, 5.12 megabytes to download, 17 slots on console. This is something very special in productions that you should check out for sure. Yes, it might make it might make your game much more interesting, and with the bales that can be dealt with in other ways. So it's not a big minus, a big plus to Mr. FarmerJeb for this fantastic mod. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game. So till next time, I'll say bye for now.